Well, folks, here we are, the fourth stop of the Alabama Bass Trail South Division, Miller's Ferry. A little late this time, moving locations. It's going to be a hot day, going to be a fun day, Miss Kay.
It is. You know, these guys have waited almost 8 weeks to fish this tournament. With the postponements and crazy weather, I know they're ready to get after it.
They will be, and we talked about this in the north with Weiss Lake being the fourth tournament, a lot of big point shakeup. This could be a big shakeup for the points in the south as well.
I think it is. You're going to have some guys that are going to elect not to fish this event since it was moved. We're going to see how that's going to affect the points. You know, a lot of the high school teams didn't necessarily have to come, but some of those high school teams were in that top 75. So it's going to be real interesting to see what the points are at the end of the day.
It really will. Let's get out on the water for our first cast, brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Here we are, Alabama Bass Trail, fourth stop on the South Division here on Miller's Ferry. And all the teams just took off, and most of the dock talk this morning were guys were kind of struggling, trying to figure out a definite pattern. I know a lot of guys are making long runs this morning. They were talking about maybe potential of running out of gas, so it could provide some fireworks for weigh-in time. But a lot of these guys are going to put the pattern together throughout the day. These teams are really good at what they do. We see it every time we have an Alabama Bass Trail tournament. And we're going to get out on the water and see some of the action ourselves. Stay tuned.
What number are you guys?
196.
196.
Yes, sir.
You got all day to play.
I was hoping we were going to do it down this first little stretch. Maybe we're going to turn around here in a second and go back up it.
What you got right now?
We ain't got but two.
Okay.
Lost one about the same as the biggest one. I mean, it ain't big, probably 2.5 pounds. Lost one right off the rip, and then the next one broke brand new rod, slam in half, and he bit it. Had to pull him in by hand. And then we didn't get no more bites. It was all right up there, right at the corner.
Gonna go back and try it again?
Oh yeah, we're gonna fish back in this one, and then we're gonna go up that side, and nobody's fished down that side yet.
Hey guys, so looks like we're here with boat number 90. We've got John Howard and Hunter Billingsley. It looks like they're flipping up in some trees right now. It says so far they have caught 2 fish, neither one of them measured, but they're still going on. Hey guys, so how many days did you have to practice for this tournament? I know that the change in the location probably threw you off a little bit for your plan, so how much time did you get to spend practicing for this tournament?
We spent 2 days, but we didn't really get on a ton. We'd catch a fish here and there. It was just kind of sporadic. And we pretty much came down because everybody was going up, so we just figured we'd come down.
Got a fish on. Decent largemouth. Good job, guys. So this is the first thing we pulled up on this morning, and we're literally right across the river from takeoff, and you can see this boat's moving pretty quick, and he's not on the trolling motor. It's quite a bit of current going this morning, and that's typically what you want when you're fishing the river channel. In this part of the river, you've got current that puts these fish in specific spots. They tend to be a lot more active as well. How was your practice?
Practice was decent.
Okay.
Caught a lot of small fish, but we saw some quality fish too. So hopefully we can transfer it to the day.
How many days did you spend on the water?
2.
2, okay.
2 long days.
This time of year, they can be long days.
Yes, sir.
That's the way you start the Alabama River right there.
You get it on top or something?
No one jumped about the time I sat back.
What is that, Shane?
Alabama Bass Trail TV, sponsored by Phoenix Boats, is brought to you by Bill Penny Automotive, by TH Marine, improving your boat from transom to trolling motor, and by Jax. It's all about the South. There's more to come.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
we truly love the sport of fishing.
That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Bill Penny Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. But that's not the only reason to get to know Bill Penny. Enjoy a 10-year unlimited warranty on every new Toyota in stock. Get 1 year of 24/7 roadside assistance. Test drive for the chance to win $5,000. You heard right. 5,000 big ones. Plus, choose from over 700 new Toyotas in stock and price to move. Bill Penny Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. Get to know us today.
Stetson Blaylock, Todd Orton, and Ferry. Let's go!
Garmin Live Scope, I tell you right now, if you don't have it, you are behind. It's just wild. It's like a video game.
If you do not have that Garmin Live Scope, you are definitely missing out.
Bassmaster Classic Champion!
The splash of your paddle mimics the pelican as it drops down from above. As the calmness of the water washes away any lingering concerns, you listen to the tall grass sing of the surrounding beauty and how the best views only get better when they're shared. This is Alabama, and when you're here, you can take it all in.
We've just pulled up on the boat of Ken Walters and Jason Beasley. He just told me that we've pulled up on the wrong team, so it sounds like maybe they're not doing very well this morning, but we're about to get the details. He is doing something a little bit different. There's a lot of boats in this area, but he's a little different than the rest of them, so I'm going to ask him if that's kind of part of his game plan here. There's quite a few boats in this area of the river, but you guys are the only ones that are on the shady side. Is that kind of part of your plan here?
Everybody else is everywhere, and we don't want to gang up on them.
Right.
Now, we're just hitting banks, all we're doing, just going down and flipping. Running up in trees.
You expecting these fish to be right on the bank, or are they kind of off the bank?
We don't know. We hadn't even been down there practicing. We're just fishing today.
They should be right on the bank.
That's what we're hoping anyway, right on the bank.
Guys, what's been the key deal this morning?
First thing this morning, they were up on top of the shoal. We were able to catch them on moving baits a little bit. And now we've noticed they've backed off. We lost one real good one this morning. It would really help.
How big is it, you think?
Oh, it was all of 3.5, 4.
Okay.
All right, so now we're at boat 77. We've got Daniel Smith and Trey Swindle. It looks like, so right now we're basically right beside the channel, which is about 40 foot here. How deep is it right here where they're fishing? 4 foot. We've got kind of an island with some vegetation, and then on the other side of this island, all the way over to the bank, we have a huge flat that goes all the way back to this bridge over here. And so it looks like they're using swim jigs. So hey guys, how many days of practice did you get prior to this tournament?
We got about 2.5 days of practice.
And how did that go for you?
Well, it went pretty good. We didn't get a ton of bites, but it seems like the bites we got were pretty big out here on the river.
That's awesome. Okay, and so far they've had 3 fish that have been unders, and so they're looking for some big fish right now. It looks like they're scanning pretty quickly, and they're fishing thoroughly, but they're also like moving pretty quickly, trying to cover as much water as possible. So are you guys gonna stay around in this area for a pretty long time, maybe fish on to the other side where that flat is, or are you gonna stay on the river side?
We're just trying to aim for the most current. So wherever the current's hitting the bank the hardest, we're gonna flip our way all the way back to the ramp.
It's up. It's a team of Walter Lawrence and James White. We've just seen them catch 2 little fish. How many you got in the boat so far?
We just caught.
Okay. What kind of weight you got?
Huh?
What kind of weight do you think you have?
6 pounds.
Okay.
Not much.
Hey, you got to start somewhere.
Huh?
You got to start somewhere.
Oh, I'm glad to have what we got because Friday I caught 1. And yesterday we scratched 5 out late today, but we higher limit within 2 hours.
Well, it's a good start.
Can't argue about it.
Right.
It's points.
That's right.
So we fix to make a long run, see what happens.
Speaking of points, where are you in points?
We're like 122. Yeah.
Okay.
Good finish last month and trying to hopefully back it up again, but when they had to reschedule and come down here, I knew we was going to struggle. This time of the year on the river's tough.
Right. Well, you know, it'll be a tough tournament for everybody.
It is, and that's what I was telling him. I was like, you know, at the very least catch 1. We didn't get skunked, but we got 5 now, so the pressure's off.
Yeah. You still have a chance to make a championship as well. I mean, top 75 make it. She tends to go in the 80s because of double qualifiers.
Yeah.
So you got this one in one more tournament. You got a chance to move up.
If we could scratch out 150 points out of this one, I'd feel pretty good about it, you know. But it's going to take double what we have probably to, you know, it'll take at least 10, 11 pounds to make the top 50.
This portion of the program is sponsored in part by Sweet Home Alabama, by Garmin, and by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Alabama Bass Trail TV, presented by Phoenix Boats, will be right back.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
we truly love the sport of fishing.
That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
The taste of the South starts out here. However you roll into work, you can bring the flavor with Jack's Breakfast Catering. Huge scratch-made buttermilk biscuits and hearty breakfast sandwiches, mixed or matched, starting at just $15. Don't forget to add delicious fresh ground Royal Cup coffee and classic breakfast sides, because great work starts with great breakfast. Breakfast catering starting at $15 from Jack's. All about the South.
How many fish you got, guys?
We got 5.
What kind of weight?
6 pounds.
5 or 6 pounds. Largemouth spots or both?
4 largemouth, 1 spot.
Okay. How does that compare to your practice?
Yesterday we had some good bites, but today we have not had one yet.
Okay.
Get a couple this week.
What time of day were your good bites yesterday?
Right around lunchtime.
Okay. Have your bites come in groups or have they been scattered?
Scattered pretty much. We have caught.
Hooked up now. Maybe a better fish. Oh, came off. So we know they have a limit. So now they're going to take a little bit of time, and it's called calling. They've got to figure out which one is the smallest fish, and they're hoping that this fish is bigger than their smallest fish so they can add to their total weight. And we've already talked today about how these teams are trying to get as many points as they can. They really can come down to a few ounces in this tournament, making a difference in several places. I would say he gained several ounces on that call.
Guys, we're still down towards the dam. We're with boat 16, Tim Peake and Brian Smith, and they have 5 fish for 9 or 10 pounds, they said. They just caught a fish. It was a pretty good one, and they just showed us one of their fish. How big do you think that bigger fish you just showed us was?
3 3/4.
3 3/4. Gotcha. And then what kind of baits are y'all throwing right now?
Right now we're throwing an Ultra Vibe.
Ultra Vibe? Both of y'all or just one of you?
Earlier too. They're really shallow. There's not a lot of them, but that you just saw us catch is by far the smallest fish we caught today.
Mm-hmm. They said they're fishing really shallow, and that's like their pattern for today. They're staying. What depth of water are you in right now?
These fish are in a foot of water.
A foot of water. He's saying they're catching fish in a foot of water. And is shade like a very key thing for this pattern?
Grass.
Grass and shade. Gotcha.
Fish on right here. Shake your head?
Yeah. Unfortunately.
What do you mean, unfortunately?
That's not really what we like to do. But I guess whatever it takes.
But you got to figure at this point in the day, a good limit's going to keep you where you are in points.
That's right. That's what we said. That's what we thinking anyway.
Sure.
We've got Justin West and Cody Bickery. They said right now they have 4 fish for 8 pounds. And the first thing they mentioned to me as soon as I pulled up to them, they said they started up north and they've been working their way downriver. So why have y'all decided to go downriver?
The bite up there just wasn't happening.
Wasn't happening? So did y'all catch all of y'all's fish down here then?
3 of them.
3 of them? So they've caught 3 of their 4 fish down here. So it sounds like they made the right adjustment to me.
Well, Chris, it has gotten hot. We're middle of the day almost. These guys have been on the water for quite a while. Seen a lot of guys catching fish, a lot of small fish. I know they're catching them somewhere. What do you think?
They have to be, right? They have to be, because we're seeing a lot. You're right. We are seeing a lot of fish caught. You know, I just watched 4 or 5 fish being caught right here at the mouth of this creek. We've seen tactics change quite a bit from guys today so far. As this sun's getting up, we've seen we've also heard from a lot of new teams that didn't come here, didn't practice. First time here, they didn't even put gas in the boat. They're just hanging out, gonna fish. You know, some stuff close to Bridgeport Landing. Everything here looks fishy. But there's something that's going to be more fishy than others.
Definitely. You know, I think the water's changing. It looks like it's cleared up even from this morning. You know, in some of the areas we've been in, it's clearer than what it was first thing. As that happens, maybe the current changes. This river it's a long river. I know guys are running all the way up to Selma. It's a long way from here. Those guys are probably seeing different conditions than what we've seen here. I know there's guys that catching them.
They are. A lot of movement going on today. A lot of guys going up and down, making a lot of moves. It's going to be interesting to come weigh in, see how many guys moved, how many spots they fished in order to get this win. What's your winning weight?
I'm going to say 19 pounds.
See, I said 19 already on live. I think you copied me, but weighing-in's coming up here in just a few minutes.
Alabama Bass Trail TV, brought to you by Phoenix Boats, is sponsored by Bill Penny Automotive Group, by Sweet Home Alabama, and by America's First Credit Union. Stay with us, there's more to come.
The TH Marine Hydrowave H2 KVD Edition is a surefire way to ignite a feeding frenzy. The Hydrowave utilizes a sound-emitting technology that imitates bait fish and other feeding fish below the surface that preys on the competitive nature of bass and other game fish to get you more bites. The Hydro Wave is another way that TH Marine has you covered from transom to trolling motor.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
We truly love the sport of fishing.
that's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Some things ain't worth keeping. Yesterday's traditions, today's adventures, tomorrow's memories. Now that's something worth keeping. Fish Alabama and find your keeper.
For more information, visit fishalabama.org.
Bill Petty Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. But that's not the only reason to get to know Bill Petty. Enjoy a 10-year unlimited warranty on every new Toyota in stock. Get 1 year of 24/7 roadside assistance. Test drive for the chance to win $5,000. You heard right. 5,000 big ones. Plus, choose from over 700 new Toyotas in stock and price to move. Bill Petty Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. Get to know us today.
If you didn't already know, AmFirst has great rates on auto loans, and boat loans, and motorcycle loans, and really any loans, including ones for your business. With a variety of terms as low as 2%, we're kind of hard to beat.
I'm Chris Brown filling in for Robbie Floyd. Miss Kay, we haven't melted yet, but we're getting warm.
We are getting warm and things are heating up. Anglers are starting to come in, and we have a very, very special guest with us today. And we're excited to have Governor Ivey here. She's from Camden. She understands the outdoors. She's been a big proponent of the outdoors since day one in office.
Yo, it's always a pleasure to come back home and to be here in Camden, Alabama. And so thank y'all all for the homecoming. Glad to be with you. I guess you know by now I love my hometown. The folks here and the memories here have made me what I am today, and I treasure these memories and friendships and take them every day to the governor's office.
Current leader. Where'd he go? What are you doing? Right there. Lucas Lindsay, Tim Ward, 1277 with a 444 Mountain Dew Big Bass currently. We need some air conditioning up here, son. That's all I gotta tell you. All right, let's do it. Let's go. Big bag, he says. Come up here a minute. Do you have 1277?
Don't know.
Don't know. What do you know?
It's hot.
Well, I know that. We're so close. 1154. All right, boat 23, Ricky Dunn, Trent Davis. Big bag out here.
It's pretty good.
What's pretty good? Don't look. What's pretty good?
16 pounds.
You're gonna take the lead is what you're telling me.
Maybe.
Wasn't 16, 1572.
We take it.
Tell me how long of a run you had when you took off this morning.
Probably about 15 miles.
Did you stand there at the lake all day long?
No, we fished in there probably to 12, and we left and went in another creek and then come back.
Your follow winners, boat number 40, Shane Powell, Tim Fox. 1572 your lead. 1641, gentlemen. Somebody bring me a Mountain Dew. Brand new big fish. 530 for the Mountain Dew Big Bass.
Oh, our morning started in the back of a creek. Caught a bunch of fish. Dang. Caught a couple of fish on a swim jig, and then we went out on the river doing what we wanted to do, and it was real slow. We thought we might have messed up. And then as the day progressed, we'd catch a 2.5 pounder here, 3 pounder here, and then we caught that 530, which knew then we were doing what we needed to be doing.
Big, oh, hang on, whoa, hang on. Did you just say big bag? Big bag, big bag.
Current leader is 1641. Not anymore. 1798, boys. 1798.
Well, folks, fourth and final stop, Alabama Bass Trail South Division, Miss Kay. Hot June day here on Miller's Ferry.
A hot June day and a hot tournament. I mean, these guys, first time in the South Division and come up and win an event that they've had very little practice on. It's a pretty hot day.
It really is. We're bringing them in, guys. Mark Condra and John Causey. I mean, we've seen you in the North, win Angler of the Year last year, Mark. Now coming down South, going to win an event, get your way in the championship. It's got to feel good.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, it's been a heck of a year. I mean, it's the whole year has been tough, and I mean, I think I'm like we're blessed to make it happen on one. It's kind of turn it around finally. I mean, and I told him at the beginning of the year, it's like, man, I just want to win one of these things, and finally, it's got to help me.
Well, John, you kind of put him on the fish. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, I mean, it was honestly we had a bad practice. It was I left most of my deep water stuff in Tennessee. And I thought I'd come down here and catch them shallow and, you know, flipping some deeper type structure and stuff like that. But honestly, it was about, what, 8 o'clock?
It was later than that.
8:30?
Yeah.
I sat down and I just started looking at the map and looking at the Navionics map on this body of water. And I looked at a few things that reminded me a lot of a lake back home. And I'm like, well, let's come there and take a look at it. And rolled over it a couple times, found 2 small schools. I mean, there were literally probably 12 to 15 fish in each one. But that Garmin Panoptics, again, you know, that can't say enough about how good that product is. As we were fishing, we could see these fish coming up, and they were moving up the ledge. And then we found a little isolated brush pile, and they started moving in and out of that brush pile. So we just basically kept making the same cast, you know.
Well, hot day, hot ledge turned into a hot day, guys. $17.98 for the win, $10,000. Punch ticket to the championship, Miss Kay. Another great day.
It was a great day and doing something totally different than what we saw on live all day. We didn't see anyone doing that type of technique or fishing that deep. So it's a really cool day. We gave away a lot of money today. We weighed in a lot of fish. Got one more in this division.
One more in the South, guys. We head to Cooters Pond next in September. Y'all stay tuned. Check us out on Bally Sports Southeast each and every Sunday morning.